Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Rosa here. And what we're going to review are the 27 valuable tips that you should know to get your property sold fast and for top dollar. You know, some of you might think, oh, it's not hard to sell a property fast these days. Well, I can tell you, if you don't price it right, if you don't do the right marketing, it could still get a little bit tough for you, right? And we know that right now your home is your largest asset, right? And that selling it is probably going to be one of the most important decisions that you are going to make, especially if you're helping out a family member. God forbid you have a family member that has passed away, or maybe there's probate things involved, or maybe there's a divorce, or someone lost their job and you need to get them to the next step, right? Well, right now, you're going to want to make sure that you have the insider industry tips, right? These are not the typical things to say, hey, Ixra, thanks so much for joining us and saying hi. These are not the typical things that you might hear about, like, hey, you should declutter the home. Of course, those are items that everybody kind of knows. But how about discovering how to protect and capitalize on your most important investment and make the most profit possible? So that's what we're going to do here today. I'm actually live right now, and I would like anyone to ask me questions or even join me on this live discussion if you would like to. So just send me that message and we can do that. At the same time, if you are watching this when it's not live, always feel free to reach out to me. I help people out with real estate buying and selling here in Connecticut. At the same time, I help people nationwide with credit repair. And in the state of Connecticut, we also have the real estate pre-licensing class if it's an industry that you feel you would want to get into. But let's get back to selling your property and actually making the most money possible. So number one are these 27 tips. Do you understand why you're selling your home? What is the motivation? Because, sometimes I talk with sellers and they are not exactly sure as to why they want to do this. They're not exactly sure as to what's the determining factor. Sometimes they're like, well, people told me that I should sell right now. Well, do you want to sell? Where are you going to move to? Right? Because when you put that home on the market, it affects everything from setting your asking price, right, to how much time, money, and effort you, as the seller, are willing to invest in order to prepare your home for sale. Because it does take time, money, and effort to do that, right? So, for example, if your motivation is not really, really strong, you might not be willing to do a quick sale. Right? Because this would mean one approach. You see, that's different. There's actually a lot of different asking prices that we would go for depending upon your motivation. If you're willing, like we said, you're like, hey, Rob, I need to get out of this house quick. I don't care. I'm done over here. I want to sell this baby and get out of here within 30 days. Well, you see, that might be a little bit different asking price in comparison if you were like, well, what's the typical, Rob? And maybe I look up your area and I say, well, closings are happening in 68 days. And you say, okay, well, let's go for what we believe we can get, to sell this home in 68 days. On the other hand, you might be that seller, which there's quite a few of them, right? That you might be saying, well, you know what? I don't care if I sell it or not. I'm just putting it out there. I want to see what I can get. And you know what? If we keep it out there for 6 months and we take it off, it's no big deal to me. See, now I can still help you in that particular situation, but it tells me and it shows both of us that your motivation is not strong. So number one is understanding why are you selling your home, right? So understand that, okay? Number two, keep the reasons you are selling to yourself and to your real estate agent, right? Your real estate agent, once you sign with them, they are supposed to have fiduciary obligations to you to keep things confidential, right? And thank you so much for joining us, and I appreciate the likes. But they're supposed to keep things confidential, right? And so, this will affect the way that you and your real estate agent, your realtor, right, are going to negotiate the sale. Hey, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and I love your likes. I'm very appreciative of that. But by keeping this to you and your realtor, you will not give ammunition to those prospective buyers, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be asking, right? And they're going to try to put you at a disadvantage in the negotiating process. So how important is that to make sure that you have a strong negotiating position, right? So when someone asks you, they might even knock on your door when the home is on the market. They might see you in the grocery store. They might see you at the library, at the town hall, at the community center. Hey, I saw your house is for sale. Why are you selling it? And you know what? My housing needs have changed. And keep it at that. Don't go into details. Don't say I really need to sell because I want to get down to Florida to be with my mother who's not feeling the greatest. Because now they're going to know that there's some anxiety there. Oh, I'm getting a divorce. They're going to know. Someone passed away. They're going to know. I lost my job. They're going to know. And that's going to hurt you in the long run. So if you agree with me, press some likes. I appreciate that. But remember, the reasons for you selling is for you and your real estate agent to know, and that is it. Don't go into those details, because in the long run, it's going to hurt your negotiating position, and that will hurt you in your wallet. See, I'm looking to try to get your wallet thicker. How many of you, if you like your wallets to be thicker, right? Give me a follow, whether this is on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube. Give me a subscribe, or TikTok, right? Give me a follow or give me some likes, because if you like your wallet to be thicker, these are the 27 tips that are going to be helping you. Number 3, before setting a price, do your homework, okay? Well, I'm not going to tell you that you need to sit there and be doing this stuff, because you know what? Get a realtor. This realtor is going to do the homework for you if you get the right one. You see, you don't want someone that's just going to come over and walk through the house and tell you, oh yeah, $140,000, we'll get it sold for you, no problem. No, have someone do some analysis for you, right? When you set your price right from the beginning, you make your buyers aware of the absolute maximum they have to pay for your home. Whoa, what does that mean? That's right. Because sometimes, now if you price it low, and there's different strategies for this, sometimes you're able to actually get more than what you asked for. And that's happened a lot over the last couple of years. But you know what? The truth of the matter is that in most areas, that's not necessarily the case right now, right? So as a seller, you, of course, will want to get a selling price as close to the list price as possible or higher. I mean, I did it for someone who has a condo here in Waterbury, Connecticut. I just did it for them this week, right? But if you start out by pricing too high, and you get that little greedy feeling about things that are going on, and you will run the risk of not being taken seriously by buyers. I had that happen to me, no lie, an hour ago. This woman here in South Windsor, Connecticut, they had a house priced that what the buyer and I believe is like $50,000 too high, right? And so what did we do? We'll look at it. So I have someone who's joining me. Hello there, sir. How's it going?
I'm doing good, and what about you?
Very good, very good. Hey, thanks for joining us. I haven't done these hosts very much, but this is something that I think is interesting. I don't know about this match invitation. Have you done it before?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never done it before. Do you want me to accept it?
Is this your first time?
It's not my first time doing a TikTok live, but I never did the match before. It's definitely my first time doing the match.
Okay. So I accept
All
it.
right. All right, so I'm going to accept the match, and let's see what happens. So how does this work? What do we have to do here when we do one of these
Like, have you seen
matches?
your points? Tele. So you're having points, and I'm also having points.
And how do people give us points?
Like, if they power tap on your screen for you, or someone
Oh.
gives you.
Oh, what do they do? Like give likes and that sort of thing?
Yeah,
Oh, wow, pretty cool. Now, not for nothing, but where are you located?
Ghana.
Ghana. How cool is that? Yeah, see, I live in the United States. I live in Connecticut in the United States. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
What
Which city in
what's
United States?
what's that?
Which city?
Oh, in the Hartford area. Yep. In Connecticut. Connecticut is the state, and it's in New England. So I'm not sure how
Okay.
familiar you are with United States or and so forth.
Okay.
So right now, people are doing likes and that sort of thing, and then it's giving different points. Is that how that
Like, if
works?
someone gives you,
Oh, if
you'll be
someone
gaining the
gifts.
points.
Okay, okay. So this is happening on TikTok. All
Yeah.
right. So now, what's your main decision to be on TikTok? What do you do just for fun? You like it, or you do try to learn things, or
Oh, every day I just come on live playing match with others.
okay.
What about you?
Right now, so I was in the middle. I'm doing a live, and I'm sharing 27 tips to sell your home or to sell a property for the most money possible. So I'm a real estate broker here in Connecticut, and I also help people with credit repair and the real estate classes. So if somebody wants to get into the real estate business, into the industry, they're able to do it.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
As
yeah,
for as
definitely.
for me, I'm schooling.
Okay, and what do you have ambitions for in the future?
Oh, like I want to be a doctor.
Awesome, man! Congratulations. God bless you. I definitely wish you the best in that.
Amen.
Yeah, you seem like someone who's motivated. So I'm very excited for you. I think that I think you're gonna do a great job. How do you do in school? Good.
Oh, in school, our school is technical school, so I prefer to do carpentry work.
So you do carpentry work in school too. Great,
Yeah.
great. How do you enjoy that?
Oh, it's cool.
What grade are you in?
What
What grade? What level? What
grade?
school level? Yep.
A SHS 2,
Which one is it?
level 2. I mean level
Level.
2.
So is that like are you about 15 or 16 or 14? What how old are you?
17.
17. So for
Yeah.
us that would probably be like what we call a junior or senior in high school.
Senior.
Yo, okay, so you're senior.
Yeah.
Yep. And then from there in the United States, usually we would go to a 4-year college, right, for your bachelor's degree. And then you actually would go to, probably medical school after that. Is it the same in Ghana?
Okay. No, Ghana, you firstly go to junior high school. From junior high school, you go to senior high. After the senior high, you maybe go to training college, or maybe you'll be going to university.
Good, good. And so
After
those are your
that,
plans?
yeah,
Excellent, excellent. Well, like Peter said, and Peter's a good friend of mine. Keep up the good work, my friend. Definitely,
okay,
God bless you. We definitely wish you the best in the future because,
okay,
you are our future. All you young kids, and I have some young children myself. I mean, they're a little bit older than you, but you guys are our future. So we definitely appreciate people like you who are doing the right things and trying to get ahead and help out the world, especially by being a doctor. Even if you became a
yeah,
carpenter, that's helping out the world. That's helping people. So
yeah,
whatever you do to help people, that's awesome.
yeah. But as for
Yeah.
me, the small one I'll be getting, I'll be sharing with others.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
All
So, like,
right.
what do you do for a living?
Real estate. So I help people buy, sell properties. I help people rent.
Okay,
I help people with credit repair, and I teach people. constantly. That's
Okay,
what I do. Yep. Yep.
that's nice.
Yep. All right,
Have
my
you seen
friend.
you are in the
Go.
match?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to do a rematch because I'm going to get back to these 27 tips to help people with selling their property. But I definitely appreciate you. What's your name?
Okay. Amen.
What's your name?
My name is Joseph, but my TikTok name is Official Smith.
All right, excellent. Well, definitely, my friend, it was very, very nice meeting you. I appreciate you. Hopefully, we'll see each other on TikTok again. All right.
Okay.
All
So
right.
we'll talk
We'll
later.
talk. Yes, sir. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Okay.
All
Thank you.
right. Bye bye. You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
I'm not sure how this works. If it just does it. All right. So you see, my friends, you were with me, and I'm going to be posting this everywhere. So you were with me, and I think that's the miracle of TikTok and going lives. So all of a sudden, I get this young gentleman, right, that he wants to do a TikTok live and do a match with me. And that has something to do with the likes and the gifts and all that good stuff. And now we got to learn about a young gentleman that's all the way in Ghana and what he's looking to do with his future. Right in the middle, while we were talking about the 27 tips to make the most money with your property. So I think that's amazing. All right, so where we were right now is we were talking about before setting a price, doing your homework, right? Because we talked about that if you set the price too high, what's going to happen? Well, it's going to ultimately turn away people. Like it turned away someone here today that I said this morning, we were going to go look at this house. And we were like, this house is basically like $50,000 priced too high. Why would we go look at it, right? So, we're going to be looking, if you get a good realtor, and thank you so much for all your likes and your host, you're following me. I definitely appreciate it. If you're living in an older neighborhood, it might be different than if you were living in a subdivision, than if you decided to even sell on your own, right? Because if you're selling on your own, which that's a whole nother training part of things, comparable to other ones in the area. Right? If you're living in a subdivision, we're going to do the same thing, but we want to stay closer to that subdivision. So that's very important. Now, number 4, do some home shopping yourself. Right? So I don't see that happen really, really, really often, but I do mention it to sellers. The best way to learn about our competition, and sometimes I can even say, hey, listen, I'll go with you. And I have done it in the past. The best way to learn about our competition and discovers what's turning off buyers is to check out other homes, right? Go to some open houses, or even we can set up private showings if you're looking to buy another home or you're interested in another home in the area, because we're going to take a look at these other homes. We're going to take a look at the floor plans. We're going to take a look at the condition, right? We're going to take a look at the appearance. We're going to take a look at the size of the lot, the location. What are the features of the home? Does this home have granite countertops? Does this home have a marble tub? Does this home have hardwood floors? Does this home have a pool? Does this home have a garage, right? And so we're not only going to look at, well, what is the asking price of these houses, but then what have houses sold for similar in your neighborhood? Because remember, if you're serious about getting the most money, the thick wallet, give me some likes for a thick wallet, right? The most money, and selling it at the right price for you, right? Or the right timeline for you, then we have to be understanding of what's going on with the neighbors' houses. So that's number 4. Do some home shopping yourself. All right. Number 5, my friends, is all about when getting an appraisal is a benefit. Right? So sometimes a good appraisal can be a benefit in marketing your home. So getting an appraisal is a good way to let prospective buyers know that your home can be financed. But, it does cost money to get an appraisal. And there's no guarantee that you're going to like what that appraisal comes out to be. So I can tell you, I believe Sometimes getting an appraisal can be an awesome benefit, but a broker pricing opinion, a comparative market analysis from a real estate broker like myself is usually the best. You see, you want this comparative market analysis. You want it to be, there is competitive market analysis. You want it to be from someone who's knowledgeable, someone who's experienced, right? I'm not saying all new agents are not experienced, right? But someone that you know has an understanding of what's going on with your home, right? What's going on in the neighborhood, right? So sometimes number 5 is getting an appraisal can be an excellent benefit for you. And so that would be something that you might want to look out for. All right. Number 6, the wonderful world of tax assessments. Well, what do tax assessments really mean? Here in Connecticut, right, tax assessments are basically 70% of what your town believes the market value of your home is. 70% of what they believe the market value of your home is. Now, some people think that tax assessments are a way of evaluating a home. I can tell you that's not always the case. The difficulty with tax assessments is that they're based on a number of criteria that might not be related to your values, right, to your property's value, because it might have things in there that are, number one, not correct. I mean, do you believe about, this was a couple years ago now, and thank you so much for your likes and for following us, that someone on their, I went to go to talk with them about selling their home, and I did my homework beforehand and looked up the tax records and got a bunch of great information about that particular property. And what I found was that it had an in-ground pool. Now, I went on Google Earth. I didn't see an in-ground pool anywhere. I kind of drove by the house, try to look to the backyard. I didn't see an in-ground pool. I figured, well, maybe it's way in the back. So I sit down with the person. We do a tour of the home. And I said, where's the pool? And they were like, pool? What are you talking about? Right? And I can tell you that they were surprised when I showed them the town card, right? The tax assessor's card that shows that for, I think they lived in the house for 8 years, that they've been paying taxes on a home that was believed to have an in-ground pool where it never even had a pool. I mean, I can tell you. And so I put a little laughter in there. I thought that's kind of funny in one way, but in another way, it's really kind of sad because they had to go to the town hall and talk with them about those 8 previous years that they were paying taxes on for an in-ground pool. And it probably was costing them. Now, I don't know for sure, but we were trying to guesstimate that it was probably costing them about $2,000 to $3,000 a year of extra taxes because the town had their tax record with an in-ground pool. And so for 8 years, we figured that was about, we're talking about $20,000 extra that this seller can have in their pocket. Now, I can tell you, there we go. There's a perfect example. I didn't even sell this person's home, and I made them $20,000. Right? I mean, come on, give me a cheer or something for that, right? Give me something. Give me some likes, anything. I didn't even sell their home, and I found a way to make them that $20,000. So I thought that was kind of interesting. All right. So that was number 6, really taking a look at tax records. Number 7, deciding upon a good realtor. Okay? Right? Now, I tout myself as someone who's, number 1, caring. Number 2, motivated in a very persevering way that I'm going to go out there and work for you. Right? And then number 3, experience. But do you know that according to the National Association of Realtors, nearly 2/3 of the people surveyed who sell their homes say they wouldn't do it again themselves? Because first of all, we can tell you usually you don't make as much money. Right? And the primary reasons included how do you set your price, right? So get a good realtor who can help you set the price. Are you a marketing expert when it comes to real estate? Because if you're not going to get as much money possible. What are the liability concerns? What are your time constraints? So there's a person here, within 5 miles from me that's selling their house on their own. And guess what? I have a buyer for them. Hartford County. I'm not going to name names, right? Hartford County in Connecticut. I have a buyer for them. In fact, I might have 2 buyers for them. They're selling the house on their own because they want to save money. How do people do that, right? They want to save money. I've left since Thursday. Today's Saturday morning. Thursday, Friday, and about a half an hour before I started this live, I've left voicemails for them and 2 texts saying, hey, I have a buyer. When can we come look? And haven't heard back. So this person, they say they want to sell it on their own, and they're actually losing opportunities, right? And when it comes to deciding upon that realtor for your home, consider 2 or 3 different options, right? Take a look at what are they saying to you, right? What are they saying to you? How are they saying it? What are they offering you? It doesn't go by the commission, because whether you're going to pay 4, 5, or 6% commission, now 4% in our area, I mean, we can negotiate any price we want to, but I can tell you that's a discount brokerage. You're going to a discount brokerage is going to give you less services. 5 or 6% is not going to make the biggest difference in your pocket, because usually the agents, and this might sound biased and crazy, but really in most cases, and if you're an adult, this, in most cases you get what you pay for, right? So you want to get someone who knows the market, has information on past sales, current listings, has a marketing plan. You see, that's what I focus on the most. I have a very strong marketing plan, and I'm going to be able to provide those. Hey, Realtor Evangelist Oshi, thanks for making that comment. That's right. I'm going to be able to provide that information that you need. Right. And I do like that word evangelist, because guess what? In the back of everything I'm speaking about is about caring, is about love, is about looking out for other people. Right. And so if that's not someone who's trying to help you get to the right place in your life, and I'm that person, that I'm going to give you straightforward advice. I mean, if I think you're making a bad decision, right? Made me smile to see you smile. Thank you for the comment. If I think you're making a bad decision, I'm going to let you know, because I care about doing the right thing for you, right? I'm going to let you know, hey, are you sure you want to do this? Does it make sense? Right? Is it going to help out you? Is it going to help out your family? Right? And so evaluate, each candidate that you're looking at, right? Make sure that there's experience, qualifications. How about this one? Enthusiasm, right? Do I have enthusiasm? Am I enthusiastic about helping you get to where you need to be? You bet I am. And someone that you can trust and feel confident about, right? So that was number 7, is actually deciding on a realtor. Hey, I got someone who wants to join us. Let me accept them. Hello there, sir. Hey, I got your invite to join us. How are you?
Hello.
All right. So, what do you got to talk about today? Was there something that you...
start match.
Okay. Well, you know what? I actually already did a match today,
Okay,
so
ready.
I'm not going to do it. But I do appreciate the invite.
Start match.
Right. So I do
Send gift
appreciate
me.
Right.
Send me
Right,
gift,
so,
please.
all
And
right. We will
never
do
bow.
that. Thank you so much for joining us. I definitely appreciate it.
Yes.
All right.
Rosa.
Hello there, sir. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Very good, thank you. Hey, my name is Rob. I was in the middle of talking a little bit about the
What are you doing?
27 tips to selling your
Okay,
property
no
for the most
problem. I
money
think
possible.
play game.
All right.
What,
Thank
please?
you so much. I appreciate it.
What are
But I'm
you
not.
doing, bro?
I'm in the middle right now of having a live to
Yes, yes,
discuss
yes.
these things. So I'm not gonna do necessarily a game right now. But thank you so
Send
much. I
me gift.
appreciate it.
Nev bal.
All right. All right, my friends. Well, that's all for the live today. So I appreciate all of you. If you need me, let me know. And this is Rob Rosa, hopefully your favorite real estate agent. And we'll talk to you
Puszka,
soon.
boomer,
God bless.
puszka, boomer, puszka, boomer.
Send me gift, bro.